capital of the world. A leading cast of stars will shine under the brightest of lights. I'm coming for you. This game is amazing. When the game's best come to Hollywood. I believe in nature. The Midsummer Classic is upon us. Try to miss my play. Oh, yes, he did. Let's go. The stage is set for an epic showcase of style. You're decked out. You're decked. Skill. Slide and play. That dude is unbelievable. Sizzle. You cannot take your eyes off him. But speed. Speed unlike any other.
Welcome everybody to Dodger Stadium as we officially start the countdown to the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. I'm Joe Davis, and like I know so many of us, so excited to get this event going. 11 weeks from today, the All-Star Game returns here to Dodger Stadium for the first time since 1980. And what a marriage of event and site, right? I mean, we've got the sunshine, we've got the ballpark. We've got, in this city of stars, all the best players in the sport coming together to celebrate it. And we've got a great group here today to get it all started. We've got league and team executives, we've got elected officials, and we've got this star-studded cast of players over here who already have combined for 25 All-Star appearances in their career, and you figure that number is going to grow in front of their home fans this season. We're going to hear from many of these folks today, and so with that, it's my pleasure to introduce the mayor of Los Angeles, Mr. Eric Garcia.
Thank you, Joe. That's it for Joe. So, very good afternoon. Muy buenas tardes a todos. It is great to be back here in this holy site. Holy for the City of Angels, holy for baseball, and the host of the All-Star Game for 2022. And it has been a journey to get here. I think Stan can confirm how long we have worked on this. I want to thank Don Liu, who heads up our convention center, and the great work that we've done from the city. Naomi, the entire team here at the Dodgers that do an extraordinary job. But we are so excited to welcome the very best baseball players in the world here to Dodger Stadium. And by that, I just mean tonight's game. But we're also going to have some others come here for the All-Star Game. This incredible Dodger organization. And you see these men who between them have 23 All-Star appearances. 23 times they have appeared, and that number will go up this year for sure. We have seen this place make history and mark history. And we're so excited for the legacy that the All-Star Game brings. Here in the greatest sports town in the world. A place where we've won every championship of every major sport in the last 8 years. Where we will host the Olympics and the Paralympics for a third time in 2028. We celebrate what is great about Dodger Blue, about this family, about this city, and about making sure that Los Angeles shows the world what baseball is all about. So we invite the community to come down to be a part of this. We invite our neighbors to make sure that they can feel and see all the events around the All-Star Game. And I want to thank the Dodger organization for investing in this city and making sure that this isn't just the holiest spot for baseball on earth, but a place that continues to give back every single day. Muchísimas gracias a esta organización por su trabajo y su visión, especialmente en nuestra comunidad. Este es tierra sagrada y durante este All-Star Game es una oportunidad para Los Ángeles finalmente a escribir un nuevo capítulo de la historia. So let's get it done. Let's have a great season, and most importantly, we welcome the country to come here and to see how baseball is played right here at Dodger Stadium. Thanks so much.
Thank you to Mayor Garcetti. Next up, LA City Councilman who represents the area that Dodger Stadium is in. A diehard Dodger fan, as big of a Dodger fan as you're ever going to meet. It's Councilman Gil Cedillo.
Hello. Bienvenido a todos. Un honor estar aquí con todos ustedes. That will conclude my Spanish presentation this afternoon. What an excitement to be here as we announce the All-Star Game. I was in Cleveland a few years ago, and I'm going to tell you, this city is going to be electric. It's going to be so exciting. It's going to be, of course, the LA version of that. That means it's going to be hot and happening. There's going to be salsa. There's going to be music. There's going to be events for families, with their kids, their children. And it's just going to be so exciting. We have great all-stars, of course, the Dodgers with the greatest tradition of baseball. Of course, in CD1, Bobo Castillo taught this guy, Fernando Valenzuela, a little pitch to throw. My hero, Willie Davis, of course, from the Dodgers in my high school, Roosevelt High School. But beyond that, beyond the neighborhood, it's just going to be exciting. The employment opportunities, the jobs, and as we move out of this pandemic, we're going to move forward with great optimism, with great faith, and a great look forward, because we want to put this pandemic behind us. We want to welcome the nation. We want to show them the great city of Los Angeles and our incredible sports leadership, and that begins with our hometown Dodgers. Thank you so much for being here, and we welcome the entire country to join us at the All-Star Game and All-Star Week.
Thank you, Councilman Cedillo. So it's been 42 years since LA hosted the event, and it's evolved a bunch in the time since, to the point where it is truly an all-star week now, full of festivities. And part of what we want to do today is introduce you to the lineup, introduce you to what you have to look forward to over the course of what will truly be an all-star week here in Los Angeles. And for that, it's MLB's Chief Operations and Strategy Officer, Chris Marinak.
Thanks. On behalf of Major League Baseball, I'm excited to be here today to announce the schedule for 2022 All-Star Week in LA. First, I want to thank the Dodgers organization, Stan, Dodgers players, and Dodgers fans, and Mr. Mayor and Councilman, members of the City of Los Angeles, for all the work that's gone into getting us to this point. It's been a long road. We were hoping to be here 2 years ago, and I think the wait will be worth it, because we put a lot of extra time into the event. And I think what you'll see with the schedule is a really great program for All-Star Week in July. One of the things that we try to do with All-Star is create a special program for each city that really highlights the unique and special elements of that town, as well as creating an environment where all fans can participate. So I want to highlight some of those events that are on the schedule for this year. First, and probably most exemplary of those 2 points, is a new event called the MLB All-Star Oceanfront at Santa Monica Pier. That event will be a free event on the beach Friday through Sunday of All-Star Weekend. We'll have a number of themed events geared towards casual play and reaching a new audience down in sunny at the oceanfront in front of the sun in the middle of July in Los Angeles. So we're really excited about that event. Following on that event is Play Ball Park, which will be held in downtown LA at LA Live. And that'll be a ticketed event. Tickets go on sale today, and is in the convention center style format where fans will be able to play in a bunch of exhibits and have outdoor events as well. On Saturday, we're moving the Sirius XM All-Star Futures game and the All-Star Celebrity Softball game to Saturday here at Dodger Stadium to create extra room on the schedule. So we encourage all fans to come out to that event, and we're anticipating having a concert after that event as well on Saturday. On Sunday, for the second year in a row, we're hosting the MLB Draft at All-Star Week, and that'll be held again at LA Live outside the Xbox Theater. It'll be an opportunity for you to get introduced to the next round of MLB stars that hopefully will be here one day in an All-Star game. And then obviously we have the main event, the Home Run Derby on Monday, and the All-Star Game on Tuesday, where you'll see some of the greatest stars in baseball converge on Los Angeles to tell the story of our great game. Lastly, I want to close and just mention that aside from all those events, we think it's very important to spend time on enriching the community when we're here and to give back. And so you'll see over the coming weeks a number of different charitable events, field refurbishments, and other activations around the city of Los Angeles to give back and reward the city for all that they've invested in this event. And we're hopeful that you'll see a lot of those activations bring the community element of baseball to life. Lastly, you'll see at the game on Tuesday and throughout All-Star Week, we'll be honoring the legacy of Jackie Robinson. This year is the 75th anniversary of Jackie's historic moment in baseball, being the first African-American player on the baseball field, and we're excited to recognize that throughout All-Star Week, and you'll see a whole host of activations around that as well. So a lot to look forward to. We're really excited for All-Star Week in July, and we look forward to being back out here later this summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So we've got the perfect ballpark to host an All-Star game. We've got the perfect city to host an All-Star game with the perfect weather. And I know the Dodgers can't wait to show that they're the perfect club to be the host of the All-Star game as well. And to speak on the team's behalf, the president and CEO of the Dodgers, Stan Kasten.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everyone for coming here. My very first press conference as the president of the Dodgers was 10 years ago yesterday, and it has been an amazing 10 years. I know that on that day, at that press conference, and right after that, as I started walking through the stands, that day, fans were asking me, are we going to get an All-Star game? Can we get an All-Star game? Because it had already been an unthinkable 32 years since we had had a game. And listen, let's face it, every team and every team's fan base deserves an All-Star game and would do a magnificent job. But no city and no city's fans have supported their team like the Dodgers fans have. It's been 9 straight years of leading baseball in attendance. They are hungry for this game, and they are very excited that we are finally going to have it. As you know, here in LA, we are the city of big events and big parties, and that's what we're going to have in July. 5 days of a big, big event and a big, big party. So, as we get ready to come and all watch what is already the most heavily attended sports venue in the world, in what is already the most beautiful place ever built to play or watch the game of baseball, we're finally going to have our game, and it's 42 years since our last game. Now, there's something serendipitous about that. Everyone knows how that number resonates in our sport, not just in baseball, but all sports around the country. 42 is a special number. And so when I was asked about this 10 years ago, I wish I could have had the foresight to tell them, well, wait till it's 42 years. But who am I kidding? 2 years ago, I thought the drought was going to end at 40. But we're happy that it's finally here. It has been a long time coming, but it is going to be worth the wait, and I can't wait to see everyone here. Thanks very much.
Rizzo with MLB Network. It is such a privilege and a pleasure to be back in Los Angeles and to be back here at Dodger Stadium. It is also an immense privilege and pleasure to be in the same center field plaza as Hall of Famer Jaime Hadid. Jaime is an institution, a broadcasting legend, and it is the 64th and final year of the voice of Spanish radio for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think it's pretty fitting that the All-Star Game is here in that final year. Please join me in giving Jaime Hadid a round of applause. And before we have the opportunity to talk to some of the Dodgers All-Stars, we're going to get you out to MLB Network's Kelly Nash, who is at LA Live, where they will have the red carpet show, among other All-Star activities, presented by MasterCard.
Hi everyone, welcome to LA Live, which will be a baseball lover's paradise as a central hub of All-Star Week, from the block party to Capital One Play Ballpark to the MLB Draft this summer. MLB is bringing the show to Hollywood as we get set for the 92nd All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. A lot to look forward to as we welcome in a man now who knows a little something about Los Angeles. We welcome in a Dodger icon now, Steve Garvey.
Hi, Kelly. How are you? Nice to see you.
Great to see you.